How's it going, guys? And welcome to another Creativerse video in the Mulberry Villa server. I've been sitting here doing a load of building, so I've got a little bit of tower here to show you. It doesn't look like much from up here, but if we take a dive, da-da-da-da! Yeah, so the tower isn't going to be a very tall one above the bridge. The main idea of it is actually to be access to the bridge, and you could almost say it's more like a deep tower than a tall one, because from this perspective it's actually, it's fairly tall, but it's not going to be going too far above the bridge. So here we are, we've got a low entrance in here, and I'm thinking I'll eventually make kind of a little place you can come down to here. And I've been using the stacked stone wall, just like on the bridge house, with some slabs and stone floor for detailing. Come in here, and it's just very, very plain. I might make rooms going off into there, into the ground, when I need kind of extra space at some point. Up here, I've got a normal little window, and the entrance out onto this little balcony, which is kind of the main way of how I'm probably going to get into here. And we come back in here, and I'm probably going to have like an entrance here and like here or somewhere going into like a storage room, because I'm going to need a place to store loads of stuff. And coming up here, and this is kind of the ground access up here. So here we can see. And, just another little window. And I made a balcony here, which, I thought looked cool. And I'll just take a hop down here and show you it from kind of this perspective. There's a little balcony. It's, it's a fairly simple design, but I was playing around with a few kind of more complicated ideas, and this actually seemed to work best. Sometimes the more simple designs actually look better, especially considering as, the bridge house is, well, it's kind of got a slightly rustic look to it, And if you over-design something next to something rustic, especially if it's some part of the same structure, it can look a little bit odd. Anyway, the little bit I wanted to do with you here was the roof, because I thought that would be interesting. I played around with a few ideas, and what I'm deciding to do, I think, is I'm going to put some slabs around here, like this. There is a lot of stuff happening on the server now, actually. It's really catching up. There's loads of people joining. We had, like, I think it was about 8 people on at once today, which is, I think, well, maybe it was 8, or maybe it was slightly more, I'm not entirely sure. But it was the most I think we've had on since the world was started. So that's really cool. It's really cool that it's getting busy. I'm pretty sure Mulberryman is still open to new people, so if you want to apply to join, you can message him, I suppose most likely on Steam, as I'm not sure how often, like, the private message system in YouTube is a little bit clunky, and it can be difficult for people to see them. I myself once got a private message and didn't see it for ages, so yeah, I would probably recommend finding him on Steam if you wanted to ask him. So here we are, we're going to go up, I think, 3 blocks with this. Yeah, I'd say 3 blocks, that'll be fine. And we're going to make a roof out of wood. Now, I had to do the inverted thing by having the blocks start on the top bit here, because I'm trying to make a low elliptical roof. Kind of like, what I mean by, sorry, that's not a very good description. A low elliptical roof meaning one that doesn't go to a very high peak. It kind of stays quite low until the middle. So I guess you could say a little bit like some early gunpowder era Japanese structures you would see, I suppose. I'm not sure if gunpowder era is right. But that kind of, there's the typical, I guess, stereotypical design that you would see in a lot of kind of movies and stuff where they try to do kind of like late medieval Japanese buildings, that kind of thing. Although, kind of. More the shape than the actual style, because I don't have a curve up at the end. It's a fairly kind of subtle build. It's not like really kind of quite dramatic, like the one I did. Oh god, I've done a silly here. Let's flip these. Yeah, there we are. Like the it keeps on happening. Like the roof I did in my city construction project was actually quite a dramatic build. It was, the roof on that was a really, really dramatic thing. So let's just do this. And over here, like so. And dum. And more in here. I suppose that'll probably look better like this. So. Ta-da! Ah, damn it. Okay. I need to remember to kind of lock my construction a little bit often. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other side, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so here we go. And you can see now kind of what I was going for. It's just kind of going in there and just slightly curving up towards the end. And I'll just show you what it looks like from the inside. Because I didn't want it to go up as high as it was going to if I copied the roof I used in the city construction project, because that would just lead to a kind of really tall roof, and I felt like on top of a tower it would kind of, I don't know, I didn't feel like it would fit with this style. I actually ended up taking out the stacked stone wall here because I thought the slabs here, actually, it feels more spacious and it gives you a better view when you go up to it. And let's put in some cragwood beams here to give it a little bit more structure. But yeah, here is my tower, and I'm getting pretty close to the purely aesthetic parts of this base being almost done now. There's little things like here and there that I'll add, but we've got the broad strokes done, and that's cool because it means I can do a lot more community stuff now. I wanted to get this base kind of out of the way, really. I've been really enjoying building it, but it's nice to be able to focus on the community projects, like the fountain I was talking about in the last video. So far, on my videos, the lion head has been winning, but in the server, the fish has been winning just by a huge margin. So I'm going to go with the fish in the end. But fear not, lion supporters, because Jason plays game. Was it me, Jason, play game? Jason, anyway, he's got a difficult to remember channel name. Has invited me to do a lion head build somewhere at his base. So you will still be getting a lion head build. So it just won't be in the city. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to go with the fish. So what I'm going to have to do is get some kind of color, some block palettes, I suppose, and kind of line them out and let some people decide on what kind of blocks I should use. But the very next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little wander south. Now, you see kind of the area's been our bases. It's, it's not a huge amount. Oh yeah, there was a sign over there. I forgot to mention it. David the King, the guy who has this base over here, is also the person who built the shack over here, which is a little thing. He's actually seems to have two bases. I can't actually remember if I mentioned that in a video before, but I saw this little kind of hut on the beach, and I was kind of going, oh, I wonder whose that is. Am I going in the right direction still? Little bit more in this direction. Okay, cool. And yeah, so we're actually kind of quite close neighbors on both fronts. And David the King, I don't know if you watch my videos. I have no idea, honestly. But if you do, I have an idea. And it's a general world idea, but I thought I'd test it out with us first, as we're kind of the closest neighbors. I would like to make roads between people's bases in the world, and I was wondering if you would mind if I kind of connected our bases with some little roads starting at my bridge. So if you do watch my videos, leave a comment or even drop a sign at my base, whatever, just to let me know if that's okay or not, because I don't want to cramp your style. If you'd rather be unconnected, that's fine by me. So just let me know what you think, man. and we'll continue, because I'd really like to do things like that. It's things like that, to my mind, which really make a world feel connected. Especially when we've got kind of, you know, we're not too far away from each other, but there's a fair bit of wilderness, as we can see. And it would be nice, you know, especially for people who like to take a wander and explore a little bit, if they could just kind of follow a path and end up at someone's base. And I think it will be a little bit easier to help new players kind of find a way around, maybe. And yeah, you know, I feel like it'll make the place a little bit more socially connected. Ooh, where am I? I am getting... Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, the thing I'm heading towards over here, I've actually kind of gone in the wrong direction slightly. Yay! Is something from a new person. And it's really impressive that she got this done, because I watched her first video, and it seems, correct me if I'm wrong, KateCate, but it seems like you're new to Creativerse, and yet she built this crazy thing over here. It's very lurid, but what it is a house of bounce. These are all slime blocks, and it's kind of like an acrobatics challenge where you have to get to the top. And I thought it'd be fun just to do the challenge on camera. I've played around a little bit with it and found a few ways to solve it. But yeah, so you just jump and then you just kind of fly all over the place. You know, just bounce, and crazy stuff like that has a tendency to happen because the physics with the goo blocks are kind of crazy. But yeah, it's KateCate's House of Bounce. It's a really cool build. I love it. I think it's a really, really smart idea. She said she's going to be doing some more ones soon. And I can't wait, actually. I think it'll be really fun. So the idea of this is we are trying to do a double jump. So I've got to try and... Yes! Now, evidently, I think what we're supposed to do here... I'm not... I think the idea is... we can go the easy route by going onto the diving board here and then up. But the first time I did it, I actually just went straight from here. Because if you get it just right, you can actually jump all the way up. Because you can bounce really, really high. But what's the fun in that? Because this route up here, the kind of intended route, is actually a little bit harder. So you've got to get on here, stay on here until it stops bouncing, line yourself up right. Oh no. Yes! Okay, cool. So yes, we have successfully beaten the castle. And I am really hoping she does some more of these. It would be great. One thing is actually, for about 2 months now, I have had a few ideas kind of going around in my head for similar things to this, only using some ice and some fans as well. So I would love to do some things like this as well, and I hope I'm not cramping her style, so I'll ask her if she is on board of that. And what I thought might be cool is if we make some kind of acrobatics kind of town somewhere. We do a load of little builds kind of close together so people can come and test their skills. And we can, like, you know, have them kind of increasing in difficulty, if we can anyway, to people can, like, kind of go through one and go, okay, I beat the first challenge, now I can go on to the second one. Whee! I think that would be really fun. So, KateCate, if you found these videos, then do let me know what you think about that. I think it would be a really good collaboration project if we did something like that. I think it would be really fun. If not, I'll probably message you about it, I guess. Because I think there's a fair few people on here that have no idea my channel even exists. I mean, I'm still quite small. Yeah, so, next up, now we've conquered the bouncing castle, is to, gonna go around and grab some blocks. So I've got a few pallets ready, and I'm going to lay them out for you, and let people decide what they'd like to see as the blocks in the fish fountain. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we are back in the central city, and before I go over to the area for the fountain, I just had to, show this. I'd not actually seen this place at night before, and it looks so cool with the blue light. Wow. So, yeah, absolutely excellent job in a tower, especially at night. It really brings out the lighting. Okay, so let's kind of orient myself. I need to head west. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of things coming on. I actually can't wait to see how Avila ED's castle comes along here, because it's a really ambitious project. And I am looking forward to seeing what he does with it. But of course, it's most likely going to take a while because it is quite a big project. Okay, so over here we go. Am I going in the right direction? I think I am. Yes. Yep, there's left me a little bit of ground here. Okay, so here is where the fountain's going to be. As you can see, here, like 3 people voted for that, and a few other people just messaged me in chat saying they were voting for it, so that's kind of how come the fish won. And we did a little thing where we, for things like this in the future, for community projects, where, because obviously it affects people who are playing on the world more, I asked Mulberryman what he thinks the balance should be between kind of votes on my YouTube channel and votes in the world by people who play on the world, and he said that the way it should probably be is if votes of people in the world are worth kind of double, because, you know, otherwise, you know, they might have a smaller chance of kind of influencing my builds the way they'd like in the world they play on, because there might be more people voting in the videos. So I think that's kind of fair enough. And with it only being 2-to-1, it does mean if there's a clear lead in a YouTube video and loads of people vote, they'll still be overruled. It's just, it means that they get a more kind of higher proportion of say. So here's where the fish is going to be. It's going to be kind of built into this bit here. I'll probably tear out this stone and kind of replace it with the fish. And I am wondering what build blocks I should use. Now there's a few options. The more mundane of them would be to go kind of grayscale and use kind of similar blocks to what I've been using in my current build. Now, I'm not sure that would actually work very well, because I think, honestly, these blocks are a little bit too highly textured. But I put it here as saying to vote. The thing that's winning in my mind right now is actually kind of white scale. And I found this block, and I thought that this might actually work good just to give a bit of an impression of scales, in fact. So... Oh, damn, I'm lacking signs. Anyway, I'll put down some extra signs. In fact, I may as well tear these guys up, because that voting has been done. And put them down. Now, one thing is I want to add is for anyone who has got another idea for the color palette, I would like you to tell me. So... Oh, okay. Okay, other suggestions welcome, I suppose? Is that going to fit? Yes! Okay, so here we go. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I myself am kind of feeling the white, but let me know what kind of color palette you guys think I should do. I will point out there are some blue blocks here, which some people might go, oh hey, a fish. Maybe we should do it blue. Like the blue concrete. However, I have a plan for that, which to go with the build, and so I'm not going to be building the fish out of the blue concrete because it's going to be used elsewhere in the build. But you'll find out about that. I'm going to keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one to myself for now because I want to kind of surprise you guys with it. So yeah, please let me know what you'd like to see here. So the fish is going to be coming out of the ground and kind of rearing up, almost as if it's breaking through the surface of an ocean, and it's just kind of vomiting out all this water. So that's going to be the idea. So yeah, let me know what you think. And the next item on the agenda, just before I was recording, and there are kind of still some people online, I think now, is Tuandor still on? Yeah, he's still on. He's just a little bit over there. We were discussing something about, with some clearance for more projects. Mulberryman was saying to me, I think, TheGrobbler has a house here with some stuff in it, which is kind of in the way, and we're discussing what to do with it, because we have to move his stuff to a safe place, and they were suggesting building a house on the beach. So what I thought would be fun is if we built him a house on a beach, but perhaps on an island. So they liked the idea, and that is the plan. We are going to maroon TheGrobbler. He will have a hobo Havana. So I'm going to go and grab some blocks, and we'll head out there, and we'll build a little thing for him. See you in a minute, guys. Okay, so here we are on our little partially desert island. We're just here, out to the kind of east of the city. Not too far away. And this is where I'm going to be doing it, so let's see. Oops, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to clear the beach. Establishing a beachhead. Oh no. This ain't no D-Day landing. Okay, so yeah. I'm just gonna pick you guys up to make you go away to make it easier to build. Right. Doesn't have to be anything too complicated. Oops. Yeah. So let's do a little, just... Yeah, just a little bit of wood like this. And a little bit. Now, when I said Hobo Havana, I realized I got the word wrong. The word I actually mean is cabana, which is like a little kind of... Ooh, I'm missing a block. Interesting. Can I craft it? Do I have the ingredients? Yes, I do. Lovely. Yeah, which is a little kind of open-sided kind of hut. Like if you're on like a tourist city that's got a lot of beaches, and you have these little kind of semi-hut things which are working partially as bars. Those, I suppose, you could describe as cabanas. So we'll do that like that. And then I guess what we'll do is we'll come out to maybe about here. And we'll put in like a kind of a support. Oh yeah, let's tear that back a little bit. After all, this is, you know, this is a place that you build. This is a thing he's put together after he's been like shipwrecked or something, you know, or woke up after a particularly interesting party. So it's not going to be anything too fancy. No, that would not be realistic. So yeah, let's do it like this. Or shall we have it... I know, yeah. I'm kind of building this on the fly. I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's go like this. That's probably going to mean we're going to need to do this. And then we can have the shredded leaves or thatch kind of slope down a little bit over time. Yeah, let's actually do it down to here. Yeah, that works. It's cool. Oops. Get rid of these two guys right here. And boom, that's that part done. And he's going to be trying to give himself a little bit of privacy, so he might indulge in some little guys like this. Ooh, constantly running out of the important stuff. And I don't have the resources. Okay, that guy is just going to have to, I guess, yeah, that'll be okay. But yeah, here we are. Oh, no, here's a slight redesign. How about if I do it like this? Like the thatch is kind of coming down a little bit on the sides. Please don't get in my way, little crab guy. Yeah! Yeah, that's working. It's like a little hut. Nice. Okay, I am pleased with that. And I'll just put a little chair there where you can kind of sit in the afternoon shade and stare hopelessly out to sea, hoping to see a ship on the horizon. Drinking salt water and slowly going insane. Eating nothing but crab. What a wonderful life. And yeah, he's given himself a little bit of a bed in the back, so he's got a little bit of thatch going on here too. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is the Grobbler's new holiday home, and yes, sorry, man, Grobbler. This is not intended with any harsh intentions. But we just needed to move some of the stuff because it's getting in the way of some city builds. So I'm going to leave it up to the other guys. They're going to make probably like a basement over here, and all your stuff will be kept safe in some chests. And yeah, you know, we need some space in the city. I'm going to put my own touchstone down here so that people can find it. So if the Grobbler, if you need to get over here, then you can just use my touchstone. And Tuandor, Mulberryman, if you need to get over here, just use my touchstone for delivering the stuff, and that will work just fine. Yeah, here we go. The holiday house. So, okay, guys, I think that's actually about it for this video. Next episode, I hope on working on the fish and actually getting some stuff built if I get some good feedback on the block types. If I don't, I'll probably end up just going with the white one, because I think that's the one I'm favouring mostly. But I'd like to hear if you guys have any alternate ideas on what blocks to use. That'd be really interesting, because there's a lot of blocks I haven't unlocked yet. Maybe you know some ones that it would be a good idea for me to find recipes for. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do please leave any feedback or criticisms that you'd like. Yeah. In any case, I hope you're having a good time, and I'll see you next episode.